Today, we at Your Story bring to you Morningside Venture Capital. Hansen Hu is the investor who leads the India investments for Morningside Venture Capital. It's a $3 billion fund, and they've already invested in 3 companies. And I'm very excited to be talking to Hansen. He's a great guy staying here in Bengaluru. But Hansen, first we will begin with how and why India?
Sure. So India, for our fund, we are Morningside Venture Capital. We are like a 10-year-old fund based out of China. So we manage AUM $3 billion plus, and a single fund is roughly $1 billion. So why India is a good question. India has been one of our long-term vision. We do have the long-term interest and conviction to this market because we believe it's a great market. Well, the first reason is that some of our Morningside's portfolio is doing very well in India. And it's like Xiaomi. Xiaomi is our, we are the lead the first 3 rounds of Xiaomi, actually. Wow. One of the largest shareholders of Xiaomi. So Xiaomi is doing well here. It brings us a lot of information, confidence about the markets. And also like UC Web is also our investment, and Musically. So all of these startups, they're doing well in India and give a lot of confidence and conviction by the market. So that's reason 1. And number 2, I think if you look at all the world in all the venture history, all the great deals that makes the most of the money all come from a great country, great nation. So all the super unicorns come from the great nations like China, US, now comes India. So we believe India is different from other emerging market. It's a huge market itself. So that's why you have to bet on a huge market with like more than 1 billion population. It's something you cannot miss. So that's why it's the first time Morningside step outside of China market and try to explore something exciting in India. So that's a fun level. For me personally, my first visiting in India is 2018 January, and I was thrilled and shocked actually at whatever I see here. It's a lot of interesting things happening here, a lot of great entrepreneurs and startups, smart people here. So I just feel not only logically, but also emotionally feel something here. So that makes me moving here a pretty easy choice for myself. So why India is not a tough thing for us. Yeah, it's something you have to do for not only Morningside, but also me. Yeah.
That's great that you say this, Hansen, because for everyone watching, as Hansen said, that after China and very successful investments in China, be it Xiaomi, Musically, or UC Web, now the foray outside China, the first foray for the fund has been India. And that brings me to the next question. What kind of companies here get you excited? What are the companies you're looking at?
Well, we are pretty selected and concentrated when we do investment, no matter in China or India market. And our like sweet spot is the early stage company and growth stage company with a high operational leverage, which means you don't have to raise a lot of capital. And more importantly, we are focus a lot on the team, the founders. We want back the founders with great long-term vision to build something great. We would like to take the huge risk to buy these huge visions, no matter it's in China or India. So overall, we trust entrepreneur and trust their entrepreneurship. So that is the most important thing for Morningside. And for business sector, something we still keep it open and try to explore like which sectors we should spend most of the time on. Like for now, something like payment, education, consumer internet, like social commerce. All those things is some new companies coming, and I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah.
So, but what I hear you saying, Hansen, is also that you are sector agnostic. Are you? Is the fund sector agnostic, or you're saying, okay, these are the areas where the 4 areas that we will focus on in the next 1 or 2 years?
Well, we are still very open about the sectors, as I said. So this is something I'm interested in now, spending some time right now. But we definitely have an open mind of what is the best business in India, what is something unique model here. So that's more important. Yeah.
Great.
I'm still learning, and we are new to the market. So yeah.
Yeah, and I have to say on record that I've been spending some time with Hansen, and I love your humility
Okay,
and
thanks.
approach to learning and the way you interact with entrepreneurs. So, the three companies that you've invested in, the three startups that you've invested in, Cashify, ShareChat, and Cred,
Correct.
what got you excited about them?
Well, Cashify is our first investment here. Cashify, their business model. Actually, we are the first investor of the company in China called Aihuishou. It's already a unicorn in China. They are running actually the same business as what Cashify is doing in India. So we know this business pretty well in China and how Aihuishou has evolved in so many years in its history. So we make the investment to Cashify together with Aihuishou, and then we can help them the best with our experience and also Aihuishou's experience in China. And they already have a lot of synergies between the two companies.
What is the name of the company
It's
in China?
called Aihuishou.
Aihuishou.
Aihuishou. Aihuishou.
Aihuishou.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
already a unicorn from last year and
Okay.
doing very well in China. Yeah, so this means we can do something like knowledge insight transfer. Like we have it done in China, we can maybe transfer to India and find a good India team to do some similar business. And because of experience in China, we can be very helpful to their future journey in India. So that's the first investment. I think we co-led a run with another Chinese firm. And the second one is pretty exciting. It's ShareChat. It's a big investment from us. We partly in a Series C round. Yes, it's big money for us. Well, consumer internet has been something Morningside has been explored for so many years in China. And we have a lot of unicorns in the consumer internet space. It's like Kuaishou is like a $20 billion company, and it's a lot of other good unicorns in China. So we're very impressed by ShareChat's founders and their great vision to build something for the vernacular India, for the India too, this big blue ocean market that these kind of people have never been served before.
Yeah.
So we're really impressed by the team and their vision. And also, we have seen a lot of data from our portfolios in China. So we know at the early stage of the company what metrics most important and what kind of engagement numbers you want to keep tracking. So when we see ShareChat and their data or something, we're pretty impressed. And so that's also not a very tough decision for us. So,
And Cred would also be.
Yeah, Cred is also something interesting. First of all, Kunal Shah is a great guy. He's one of the best product people I've ever met in India. He's very smart, very ambitious. And so that investment where we like Kunal and his vision to build something for the top premium Indian people. And also we also have a portfolio called Blackfish that have something similarity between Kunal's company and the Blackfish company. So also we can also help Kunal maybe in a way to understand this markets better and how this kind of business have evolved in China. So this is something we're trying to do to help our entrepreneur after we back them. Yes. So yes, Cred is a latest investment for the Series A. Yeah.
Great. So everyone who's watching watching you, if they have to approach you, so what are the kind of businesses and what are some of the things, tricks and tips that you will tell them that, if they send it like this and if we have the presentation like that, some things you could tell where they could reach out to you in a more effective way?
Well, to reach me is very easy. I'm on LinkedIn, I have email, and I have Facebook, so I'm definitely very open and would love to get whatever message or whatever thing I can help with all the entrepreneurs. And I'm waiting to see some, how to put it, some outliers, some crazy ideas, some great visions, something special, something very Indian, very unique homegrown thing. That's something I'm always the most looking for. So, but anyway, any other ideas, business or something, I'm very happy to talk with. Or maybe product guy, engineer, young people. Yeah, I'm here most of my time, so happy to meet a lot of people.
Yeah, that brings me to my next question. So, as far as I know, you are the first investor who is right so he came, he was visiting India and going back, but now he's staying here in Bengaluru.
Yeah, from last month.
In Koramangala.
Yeah.
So what it is, what is it that got you to move here, and how is it staying here in India?
Okay. A lot of people ask me this question, but honestly, for me and also for Morningside, it's not a very tough decision. It's a kind of easy decision. I mean, for Morningside, as I mentioned, we have a long-term strong interest to this market, so we want to allocate some resources to learn the markets better, to know everything here. So it makes sense to put one people here. That's for Morningside perspective. And from my own perspective, as I said, the first time I'm here in 2018, I'm pretty super excited about everything here. It's a lot of, somebody sees chaos, but I see a lot of energies everywhere. And also when I get in touch with Indian people and talk with everybody, I just feel very smoothly. I don't feel I'm a totally foreigner or something. I feel a lot of barrier behind. No, it's pretty easy for me. So, and more importantly, no matter you're an entrepreneur or you are a VC investor, you understand on the huge trend. And I believe India is a huge trend and can be my trend maybe. So that's why I invest all of my time and energy here in India and to explore something, want to achieve something here. So yeah, as I said, no matter like emotional or logical, it's very easy thing for me. So,
and we are also very happy to have you here, Hansen.
Oh, great to know. Thanks.
And last, if I may ask, that in the next 12 months, like, do you have like a number of investments that you're planning to make? Okay. Have you thought about those? That how many investments?
Yeah. Okay. We currently don't have this kind of KPI or clear aim, like how much money or deals we have to do here. I look at myself, my own work. I will measure my own work of like how much insights and knowledge I built here. As a foreigner, it's very tough because I have never lived here before last month, and you don't know a lot of background here, the culture here, the language here. It's a lot of things to pick up. So we are not super hurried to make new investment. But of course, if some great companies here, we're definitely open. But we don't have an aim that I have to do 1, 2, 3 investments this year. No. But I'm working very hard to learn, to study, to feel, to experience, and also to tell my colleagues and partners in China what is happening here and what I feel here, so we can make all the investment decisions together. So I'm doing a lot of things, not only meeting founders, investors, I'm trying to study some Hindi language to live better here and so on and so on. So
you'll have to learn Kannada here, which honestly I'm also learning. So and so on the deal size, if entrepreneurs and startups have to reach out to you, so what I gather from you is that from seed stage to late stage investments you do. Yeah,
in China we are typically early stage, which means seed to Series B is our range. In India we are definitely open and maybe a little bit later, maybe from seed round to Series B, Series C is something we can work on. But definitely we are super happy to talk with early stage, even a guy with idea, we can see how we can help.
Okay, great.
Yeah, even though we cannot make too many investments here, but I will try to help as much entrepreneurs and startups as I can. And I think that's also a benefit for both of us.
And I agree to what you have said, because I see you helping entrepreneurs and talking to them. So this is Hansen Hu. He's here in Bengaluru. So if you have to reach out to him, he's, as he said, very happy to help and ideate and of course look at investments from Morningside Venture Capital. Get in touch with him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.